Okay, so working on Dad's 04 2500 HD Silverado. I'm doing a couple things. Doing upper ball joints, and then I'm doing a wheel bearing on the passenger side. Trying to get this thing tight so it can get lined up. They won't line it up if anything's loose. So I already did the ball joint on the driver's side, and that's really what I'm going to do this video on. I've already done a wheel bearing video, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the upper ball joint. Okay, so in order to get this ball joint replaced, we're going to need to get the upper control arm out of here. And to do that, you're going to need, first off, you're going to need to release the pressure of your torsion bars. And what I've elected to do here is use my jack and jack up the suspension. The whole weight of the truck is on the jack right now. So basically I've just jacked it up using the lower control arm. Otherwise, if you don't do that, when you pull this ball joint out, when you knock it loose, your torsion bar is going to unload or whatever and want to fall to the ground. So you don't want that to happen. So you've got to support the lower control arm with a jack or something. Then you're going to snap off the clip here, and then you're going to take a 10mm bolt out of here. That releases your brake line. Then 18mm socket for your ball joint nut. You want to loosen that up. You don't want to take it completely off. You're going to use a pickle fork or whatever you want. Big hammer. You're going to knock it loose because it's going to be tight on there even after you loosen your bolt. So then once you get that knocked loose, we're going to loosen up these bolts here on both sides. Now I've already done this on this truck, so it's going to go fairly easily for me. If you've never done this on your truck, it could be a difficult job because they like these bolts like to seize up in the control arm. So it could be a difficult day for you guys that have not done this. Also, I've got marks here where the alignment pins are, so we can get this thing fairly close to what it was, so we can get to the alignment shop in a few days and not destroy the tires. So I've got my impact ready to take these bolts out, so that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, so with the bolts out of the control arm, it's ready to come out. And there we go. Control. Okay, so I'm going to be using this tool right here to get the upper ball joints out. This is a Powerbuilt, I guess. They call it a ball joint, U-joint service kit. And it's a pretty handy tool to have. So I'm going to be using a combination of these spacers and these deals here to, first off, I got to push out the old ball joint, so I got to push it this way, and then I got to push in the new ball joint. So I'm going to get set up and I'm going to show you how this works. Okay, so I'm set up to try to push this thing out. You can see I got one of the round spacer deals, and then this flat disc type thing on this side, because like I said, the ball joint's going to come out this way, so this is hollow, so the ball joint can go in there. This is just slid over the ball joint and should pop this out. I'm gonna use my little impact here, and sometimes it helps to tap on this with a hammer to get this out. I'm more of a finesse guy. I like to finesse things more than beat things, but if it comes down to beating, I will, but I like to do more of a finesse type thing. So I'm going to try to get this popped out, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so here we go. Well, there she come a little bit here. Problem is, I'm not really getting the... I don't think I'm getting it straight. There she goes. Sometimes you need a little persuasion there. it should be. Gonna clean that up a little bit. Just so the new one slides in nice. Just gonna use a little emery here. Not much, just a little bit. Now I gotta get the new one. Okay, so before I start pushing this thing in, just gonna show you new Moog upper ball joint. Comes with everything you need: castle nut, washer, cotter pin, grease cert, and snap ring here. So you see it's got a knurl on it there, so it kind of grabs it. And I'm going to push this in with the same tool that I pushed the old one out with. One more thing on this ball joint, you can see there's a little hole right there. That needs to go when it's installed towards the tire. So it's pretty important that this little alignment hole faces the tire once the control arm is installed. Otherwise this joint can bind up. I guess it's made to go one way. Okay, so I'm ready to push it in now. You can see it kind of swapped around the tools. I got this disc thing there actually pushing on the ball joint, the top of it, the outer lip. And I've got this other deal here, and it's got a kind of a raised deal to kind of keep this thing centered on here, so you push it nice and straight. Plenty of room inside. This is hollow, plenty of room for the joint to actually go inside there while I'm pushing. This should go a lot smoother than pulling it out. And again, this tool has all kinds of shapes, sizes, to be able to probably work on just about any ball joint, U-joint that's out there. So I'm going to start pushing this in. It should go fairly quickly. Just like that, a new ball joint installed. This tool is pretty amazing. If you ain't got one, you probably should go get one. Okay, a little quick tip. You ever have trouble getting like a greaser into a deal because it's kind of got to cut its own threads, and when you put it in the socket it goes all the way in and you can't really get no pressure to push on it before it disappears. I stuff a piece of towel inside your socket, so when you stick it on there, you can actually push on the greaser, kind of push it on, kind of push it in there to get the thread started. Works pretty good actually. Okay, so this is ready to go back in. Installation is same as you took it off, really no difference. The only difference here is this does have a castle nut where the original one didn't. There's also a hole there in the joint there for your cotter pin. Just make sure you get this tightened up, get your cotter pin on there so it don't fall off. And that's pretty much an upper ball joint job on Silverado. Pretty much I think they're all the same, even the 1500s. So I'm gonna get this installed here, and okay, so I have it all together, and new ball joint. Got my control arms, bolts, alignment bolts, tightened down, put them back where my marks were. The alignment guys gotta do that. Once they get it on the machine, they'll figure out where it needs to be. Got my new bolt under here with a cotter pin, castle nut, tightened down, and got it all greased, and we're ready to go. If you're only doing a ball joint job, then you're pretty much done there. Put the tire back on and you're ready to go. But I got to tear this wheel bearing off, so hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.